Good morning, world. I'm Phoebe Lee.
And I'm Chris Yoon. Welcome to Wormhole News, your number one source for news beyond time.
Stay tuned as we jump through the wormhole and show you how events in our history have shaped our world today.
Our top story today, London is flooded with beer. Let's leap through the wormhole to 1814 England, where the streets of London are completely drowned in with local brew. On October 17, 1814, a massive wooden vat holding more than 135,000 gallons of beer burst, drowning 8 people and destroying many buildings. It's been reported that one of the vats had a real malfunction, leading to it falling sideways, creating a domino effect and collapsing the adjacent vats of beer. Tidal waves swept resistance as the people tried using furniture just to block the waves of alcohol to survive. Rescuers, drenched in hot malt liquor, waddled through the waist-high beer as they hurried to rescue people. Many structures collapsed, trapping many people. Businesses were destroyed and people lost their way of life. Despite the tragedy, some people seemed to enjoy the accidental beer flood as they filled every container they could find with beer out. 2 days after the catastrophe, a jury decided that the blame should be pointed at no single person, but simply labeled as an act of God. Unfortunately, tragic events of negligence like this continue to occur till this day. We hope this story like this will act as a reminder for everyone to act with responsibility and accountability in their daily work, no matter how small.
Our next top story, Black Cats Take Over Hollywood. Let's hop through the wormhole to 1961 in California, where many cats and their owners showed up to audition to be the lead actor of the next big movie. Outside a Hollywood studio, exactly 152 cats showed up on the sidewalk of North Ronson Avenue to get a role in the new movie The Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe. Some cats were not selected because of their white-bottom fur, noses, or paws, disappointing the owners. At this time, every black cat owner believed that their cat would be chosen. However, what they didn't know was that the cat to be starred in the film, a professionally trained cat, was actually already chosen. 7 cats were selected for their mean-looking faces. This event marks the beginning of the golden age of Hollywood, as the dream of becoming a famous star spreads throughout the world. To this day, we can see this feverish desire for fame consume many people, now striving to be an internet sensation. The question remains, what are people willing to do to become the next big star?
How interesting! I always wanted to be famous for training cats.
Well, it's never too late, Chris.
Our next historical news story takes place in our disease-infested medieval Europe, where our field reporter Dottie Kim is reporting live. Hello, Dottie. What's going on your side of the wormhole?
Hello, Chris. I'm currently in France in 1397, where the Black Plague is spreading like wildfire. The scene feels dark and gloomy. There are rats gathering all over the place, and the stench of rot is almost impossible to bear. We can see the people here look more like zombies than human. Everyone is dragging their feet and coughing non-stop. If you look closely, you can see their skin is covered in black spots and blisters. Also, there are piles of corpses laid all over the streets. It is totally a horrifying nightmare to witness. You can also notice there are doctors with face masks that resemble a crow. This is, of course, an effort to not get infected. Of course, we know that this disease was caused by flat towers spread by rats. These rodents were very common during this time due to the unsanitary conditions in the cities. Up to 25 to 50 million deaths were reported about this terrible outbreak, which is about 50% of Europe's entire population. At this time, people don't know what is causing it or how to cure it. Many believe this is simply God's punishing them for their sins. I am joined now by an elderly woman which is clearly infected by a plague. Hello, ma'am. Can we have a moment of your time? How are you doing?
I'm touched by black and okay. How do you think I'm doing?
Can you describe how it feels?
Well, it feels like aliens are coming out of my skin. My whole body burned like mine already in hell.
That is terrible. Can't even imagine the pain.
I feel so angry at God for doing this for me. I was kind person and yet I'm being punished. And for what is a cruel joke?
Thank you for sharing your time. We pray God will have mercy on your soul. We will have our Dr. Rachel, who is the leading doctor about this disease. Thank you for joining us today. Dr. Rachel, can you tell us about this mask you're wearing?
This must protect us against bad air, which we believe that disease spreads through. The beak is filled with herbs, spices to clean the air. I would give you one, but I only bought one, sorry.
That's all right. Can you tell us how you're treating this disease?
Well, we are doing the best we can. The most common way we treat it is by leaching. For bad cause, we use the chicken method.
And how successful have these treatments been so far?
To be honest, not very successful, but we must trust and pray that God will have mercy on us.
Thank you for your expertise. We hope your treatment will be successful. This was Dottie Kim reporting from Medical Bureau where success and medicine was nowhere to be found. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Dottie. Please wash your hands when you go back to the wormhole.
We sure are lucky to be born here and now. Our next historical story is a special weather report by our meteorologist Mimi Sun, who is reporting live from Honduras. Mimi, can you hear me? Hello, Phoebe. Right now, I'm in 19th century Honduras, where thousands of fish have rained down from the sky. The sun feels very messy and smells very fishy, but the mood is filled with excitement. Citizens are reacting strongly, some with great shock and confusion, others with disgust, but many with great joy. Local legend has it that a Spanish priest named Father Miro visited the poor town of Euro in the 1815s. Deeply moved by the hunger he saw, he prayed for a miracle that would provide food for the people. Not long after his prayer, the fish began falling from the sky, feeding the hungry people. People danced in joy, thanking God. Today, science has explained the amazing event. Tornadoes over ocean has been known to pick up small marine animals like fish or frogs, lifting them into the sky and dropping them back down onto land. But knowing this does not make this event any less amazing to witness. As you can see behind me, The locals are in thankful celebration for the food from the sky as they dance and feast together. Maybe praying really does work. This is Mimi's son reporting from Honduras. Back to you, Phoebe. Thank you, Mimi. That is a wonderful sight to see.
Sushi. Our next story comes from the Big Apple, where field reporter Xian Kim is broadcasting through the wormhole. Hello, Xian. What's going on over there?
Hello, Chris. Right now, I am in New York in 1922, where a gang of young men are fighting with lookers about their straw hat. The scene feels dangerous and the mood is very tense. Riot broke out over something surprisingly small, straw hat. During this time, there was an unwritten social rule that men should stop wearing straw hats after September 15th, switching instead to felt hats. When some men continued wearing straw hats past the date, groups of teenagers in a local gang called Mulberry Band began knocking the hats off their heads, stomping on them. War started as things quickly turned violent, with fights spreading across the city for a week. Police made many arrests and suburban people are injured, showing how powerful social rule and peer pressure can be, even over something as simple as fashion choice. I'm joined now by one of member of Mulberry Band. Hello, sir. Can you tell us why this is happening?
Well, it's very simple. In our society, there are rules. If people stop following them, everything turns into chaos. The rule is that no one should wear straw hats after September 15th.
Why does this rule exist?
It doesn't matter why. The point is everyone follows it. If someone doesn't, they're the problem, not the rule.
Logan, what are you doing out here?
Oh, Mom, I'm just hanging out with my friends.
Excuse me, ma'am. What are you doing on your son snatching people's straw hats or snooping them?
He's doing what?
Mom, you're embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself. You love those straw hats. You wear them in the house and dance.
I do not. These people are disrespecting me. So sorry this rule wearing these hats past summer.
It's September 30th. It's not even fall yet.
Mommy!
Oh, well, that was interesting. We hope that we can learn from this event in history to respect on another freedom or choice. This was Xian Kim reporting live through the wormhole. Back to you, Chris.
Don't tell them all about your boys.
Our next story comes through the wormhole from 1925, where field reporter Logan is on the scene. Logan, what's going on over there?
Hello, Phoebe. Happy birthday. Right now, I'm the border of Greece and Bulgaria, where a war has broken out. We can see citizens who are frightened, being forced to leave their homes due to the destruction. You also notice there are survivors who seem to be angry or confused about the whole situation. This conflict began on October 18, 1925, when a Greek soldier stationed at the border reportedly chased his dog after it ran across the Bulgarian frontier. Bulgarian guards shot and killed the soldier for crossing the border. After the initial shooting, a Greek captain and his soldiers were killed while attempting to make peace. This prompted the Greek government, led by dictator Pangalos, to demand an apology and 2 million francs. When Bulgaria did not meet the demands, Greece invaded the border town and several nearby villages. Roughly 20,000 Greek soldiers were sent against 10,000 Bulgarian troops. This 10-day battle resulted in 125 Greek soldiers and 50 Bulgarians, mostly civilians, losing their lives. Many believe this war was completely ridiculous and avoidable. I am joined now by a local woman from the nearby Bulgarian village. Hello, ma'am. Can you tell us about your experience?
My experience? Madness. Absolute madness. One moment I'm breaking bread, very best bread, mind you. And the next moment, gunfire, shouted, chaos. My house, gone. My neighbors, gone. And my bread, ruined. Completely ruined.
Reports indicate that this war started because of a dog crossing the border. What are your thoughts about that?
A dog crosses an invisible line in the dirt, and suddenly grown men decide this is worth destroying homes, families, and even perfectly best bread. Tell me, reporter, can a dog break bread? Get bread like me? Because unless that dog was feeding the village, I don't understand how it's worth all this.
What a tragedy. I am so sorry about what happened to you and your bread. Let's now hear from a Bulgarian soldier who experienced the battles firsthand. Oh. Hello, sir. What do you think about this war?
If you're asking me that whether I think a dog is worth all of this, absolutely not. No. I joined the army to protect people, not to argue about animals.
Then why did you fight?
I'm a soldier. When the order comes down, you don't ask questions. You shoulder your rifle and do your job. Later, you think about it a lot. And the bread! I will miss that latest bread. A lot.
There you have it. A dog innocently crossing a border, causing a war between nations and taking away lives, homes, and apparently extremely delicious bread. It makes you wonder, perhaps no war is worth losing your best bread. Back to you, Phoebe.
I'm sorry, but if you run across to North Korea, you're on your own.
That's it for today's news from yesterday. From all of us here at Wormhole News, please be kind, be smart, and do your best.
And remember, the future is watching.